Hi guys, Darren here from Tiny Houses Australia again. We're back at Yarra Valley ECOSS. Haven't been here for a couple of years for their spring fair. We were here a couple of weeks ago for our meetup, but haven't been to one of their spring festivals for about 2 years. So we're back here again, and this time they do have a tiny house on display, so we'll make sure we check it out and show you guys through it as well. All right, let's go see what's going on and we'll check in with you guys soon. Cheers. Hi guys, so just to give you a bit of a scale, I'm 5'7", so I'm about 1.72 metres. This tiny house is pretty much close to the maximum of 4.3 metres from the ground to the highest point of the roof. I'll just duck over and stand beside it so to give you a bit of an idea of scale. So that's the house.
Yeah, it's not painful, mate. It is. We were really lucky 8 years ago. We had this Yarra Valley council. If you learn,
Hi Nick.
hey Dan. Hello Lisa, how are you?
Hold still. Hi guys, Darren here from Tiny Houses Australia again with the guys down here at Tiny House to Go. Although, before we get started, Tiny House to Go, you guys are actually about to have a name change, aren't you?
Definitely, yeah.
So from now on, Tiny House to Go will be named Mia Tiny Houses. Have I got that right?
Absolutely right. Yep.
Excellent, good stuff.
Yep.
So with us today, we've got Rick and we've got Tom from Mia Tiny Houses. So thank you for your time today and having us out here. We did come out here twice actually. We've come out here a few weeks ago when the guys were still sort of framing this place out. We came out again, actually we had our meetup last month out here. We've got a little bit more footage, but this place, we're out here today because Yarra Valley ECOSS, where this house is located, is having their spring festival, and so the boys have got it all up, dressed up on display here. You're kind of what, 95% finished, would you say, or?
Yeah, it's about right. 95,
Yeah, close. Yep.
Well, as I say, the last 5% is the 90% of the effort.
Yeah, that's right.
So
It's
we've
all
got
hard.
a long way to go.
That's it. Excellent.
No, not really.
Good stuff. So one question I wanted to ask first off was, why did you guys even want to start this business, and how did you even come to hear about tiny houses in the first place?
Me personally, I was working with an architect, William Soft Loud Houses, and he was really into downsizing and making and having a small footprint on this earth.
Yep.
And he actually commissioned me to build a tiny house for a client.
Okay.
And that was my first experience of tiny house, was being commissioned to build a tiny house for a client.
And that was on a trailer, was it? Or?
And that was on a trailer, and I actually met the lady today. She's been living in it now for a year and a half.
Okay.
And she came here today and she said, I am so jealous. And I said, what do you mean? Didn't you like yours? You know? And she said, oh no, I love mine too, but I'm so jealous of this one as well.
That's Elise, isn't it?
Elise, yeah.
So stay tuned for an interview and a video tour with Elise at her tiny house. I have been in touch with Elise, and we just got to hook it up, so stay tuned for that. So what about you, Rick? How did you first come to hear about tiny houses?
Well, I'm involved here at ECOSS where we build these things. So Tom is a friend, and the other two guys that are involved are old friends, and we just thought we'd have a go. We like the idea of tiny houses. We've had, as Tom says, a couple built here. We got the opportunity to get a trailer, which we sort of inherited from somebody who changed their mind.
Right.
So we thought, well, okay, well, let's just build two, see how we go.
Yep.
Stefan, our designer, a German guy who actually in his real job is designing restaurants in Germany, and so he's an interior designer come architect, and he put the computer program together, and we designed this with Australian conditions, I think Australian conditions in mind. Lots of light, lots of windows, lots of opportunities to get outside on the decks and open the whole thing up. I've been in a lot of tiny houses that to me seem to be a big box-like inside and a bit claustrophobic. We just are really keen about keeping the thing open and open to the light.
Excellent. Yeah. So what was the most, I guess, challenging aspect of the build so far for you guys? Was there anything that was a lot harder than what you thought?
There's been a lot of elements which have been challenging because it's a whole change of mindset. I mean, I've been building cabinets and kitchens and building buildings for years.
Yeah.
It's suddenly go into this space, which it's a complete house, but it has so many requirements that it's got to be on the road, and it's got to be this high and that wide, and so it's really it's about the mindset change than anything else. So
Okay.
it's going on for this.
But to give us an idea of the specs, so this place is what, about 7.5 long?
7.5 long, 2.5 wide.
Yep.
And just to give you an example of the things which you have to try and think of is we built the place, designed it for 4.3, which is the maximum height.
Yes.
But then retrospectively thought, let's put a skylight in.
Yeah.
But the skylight needs to be another 150 mil higher than that.
Right. Okay.
And so now we've gone, well, we've already built it to that height, so it really is a whole different mindset.
Yeah, it's that constant balance, isn't it, between cost, time, weight, height, all that sort of stuff. So for those of you that might be watching this and aren't really aware, the legal max in Australia is 4.3 metres from the ground to the highest point of the roof, 2.5 metres wide. There is a legal maximum with length, it's 12.5 metres, but realistically I don't think we're going to see any that are 12 metres long. Why? Because the maximum weight is 4.5 tonne, and I think you'd be in agreement it's going to be hard pressed for anyone to build something on a 12 metre trailer and still keep it under 4.5 tonnes. So.
I think part of the challenge in the research is to constantly find ways to to get it slightly bigger or even wider,
Yeah.
based on lightweight materials, and constantly calculating the weight of the materials. And it's going to be an ongoing creative process, not just creative in terms of design and ideas, but in terms of materials, and it's a great challenge.
It is. It's a puzzle, but it's well worth it, and this is a beautiful space for some lucky person when they buy it. So if people want to connect up with you guys, have you got a website or a Facebook page that they can connect up with?
Yep, we've got a website. We've got Me at Tiny Houses. We've also got our old name under Tiny Houses to Go, number 2.
Yep.
So they get on their website, have a look. It's a bit raw at the moment. We're about to update it and make it a lot more interactive.
There we go.
We've also got lots of really good, interesting computer models where we can send people 3D videos of the whole thing as on a computer program. So
Excellent.
yeah, we're offering the high tech, if you like, end of the market, where we can people can design their own ideas. We're interested in anybody coming up with talking to us about putting something together specifically for themselves. So we're very happy to talk to anybody and come and visit us in the Yarra Valley, in ECOSS,
Absolutely.
where we build them and have a look at the building process.
Yeah.
That's it. Because that's the thing with...
and also we're happy to sell at different stages of the build, so we can build just a
lock-up shell.
Lock-up shell.
Yeah.
Any stage of the build is possible.
Absolutely. Well, that's the important thing, and that's one of the advantages, and I think the draw cards for tiny houses for people, because as I was saying to you earlier, as long as it's structurally sound and as long as it's all done properly, as far as the design goes, you can kind of be as creative as you want. And so you've got that sort of open book design-wise, and so people can come to you with a design. I've got this thing in my head, I've got this idea in my head, and you guys can work with them to work out whether it's doable, whether it's safe, whether it's possible, and make it happen. So,
Yep,
excellent. Excellent. So thank you for your time, you guys. We will put the links in the description of the video below for both their website and how to get all their contact details and their email address, etc. So we will check them out, and we'll look forward to seeing what the future lies ahead for you guys in future builds. So this has been me. This has been another video. If you haven't subscribed to us already, hit the subscribe button down below, or connect with us personally on Facebook at Tiny Houses Australia on Facebook and Instagram as well. You know the deal. Bye for now, and we'll catch you guys on the next video. Cheers.